Hello everyone and welcome. Today I'm doing a declutter. I scoured through all of my body care and body mists and I've made some decisions here. Honestly, it's just time for some things to go. I've got a little Bath Bodyworks here and a few other things, so let's jump right into it. First off, I have the Champagne Toast body lotion. I've used this one time and I just don't really love this fragrance as much as I do the newer champagne fragrances that they have. They have one from the Emily in Paris collection that is just so good. I'm pointing to my collection like you can see all the fragrances in the back, but this one is just not my jam. Like, it is a really nice fragrance and I love smelling it in the bottle, but it's just not one that I pull forward to wear. So I'm gonna let this one go. Really cute pink packaging. I do also have the Diamond Shimmer Mist in that fragrance, and while it's absolutely adorable and I have used it a couple times, I don't really pull for it. Again, it's not really a fragrance that I love, and I have so many of these Diamond Shimmer Mists, and since I'm not really pulling for them, I decided to go through them and at least pick one that I could get rid of. And this one, I just knew it was it. Like, I just don't wear this fragrance. It's one that I only really like in the hand soap, oddly enough. Like, some of the fragrances I really like in certain body care pieces. Is that so weird? But this one has fragrance notes of bubbly champagne, sparkling berries, and juicy tangerine. So it is a really fruity, juicy one, but the bubbliness in this one goes kind of boozy on me, whereas some of the other champagne fragrances that Bath Body Works offers don't. So this one is just one that I'm gonna have to let other people enjoy. I absolutely love the princessy packaging on this though. I always love the faceted and I love these diamond shimmer mists. I just don't ever wear them. I did make a point of keeping one of those in my body care project pan or project use it up this year, so I hope to get through some of those this year. I do have another lotion here. This is the Pure Wonder, another fragrance that I do really love from them and I have been through multiple pieces of. I am just not really pulling for this and haven't really been drawn to this fragrance much lately. This one does not have fragrance notes on the back of this, but to me it honestly smells like sweet pea, which used to be one of my favorite fragrances. It was one of my introductions into Bath and Body Works and I just absolutely loved it for so many years. But I finally finished up my last piece of that body care a couple years ago now, and this one just smells so much like it. I just am not feeling it right now, but yeah, I'm gonna pass this one on. It is really beautiful in the wintry packaging. And then the last lotion is the Gingham. While I do absolutely love this fragrance, I find it to be like a super fresh, crisp, clean, kind of fruity, a little bit floral, just such perfect, like preppy girly type of fragrance. I love it, but I never wear it in the lotion. I did go through a full body butter in this fragrance, but I had to put it in a project use it up to get through it. So I'm gonna go ahead and let this one go because for the most part, I feel like Gingham is available all the time. So if I do want this, I think I can still get it, but I just haven't been pulling for it and I've had it for quite some time, so I'm gonna let it go. It's one that I just don't really pull for often in the first place. Like, I really love that fragrance in summer, but I usually only really use it in the mist and the scrub, the body wash. Like, I just don't really pull for it in the lotion for some reason. I don't know. I actually have a couple mists from Victoria's Secret's Pink. This first one, it is one that I kind of contemplated because I do really love the way this one smells. It is so soft and delicate and sweet, but it's just not one that I really pull for. This one does have fragrance notes of anjou pear, coconut water, and pink cotton flower. It is super, super light and sweet. But yeah, this one is Petal Gloss by Pink. I do really like the way it smells in the bottle, but I just don't really pull for it. And when I say that, it's coming from somebody who has nearly 200 fragrances at this point. So when something's not getting used in the rotation, because all of my fragrances are in a constant rotation, and when things aren't hitting that rotation, something's not right. So those fragrances, they've just got to go. It's not that I don't like the fragrances, it's that I don't wear them. It's that I don't like them enough to pull them over what I have, and that's okay. Same with this next one. I absolutely love this fragrance. This one is a Chill Pear White Orchid and Zesty Orange. This is cool and bright. To me, it smells crisp and aquatic and fresh. Ooh, but that pear almost goes appley. It's just so good. There is like a really fresh, aquatic, clean note. It's almost cucumbery. I don't know. I just absolutely love it. But I literally never pull for it. I've worn it maybe twice and I just don't pull for it. It's one of those that might feel mostly summery, and that might be one of the reasons it just doesn't get in the rotation often or really ever. I mean, I've literally worn it like twice, so it's gotta go. And I actually do have one more by Victoria's Secret's Pink. This is Candy Hearts, perfect for Valentine's Day, but something goes weird with this one in my skin chemistry. This one has a really cool fragrance profile. It does have raspberry macron, and then it has sugared praline, which the way the raspberry macron and the sugared praline meet, there's something strange to me that meets that caramely, fruity scent. Like I have Yara, I don't know if you can see it up there, but Latafa Yara is a perfume that has a tropical fruit and it also has a very deep caramely praline note. And there's something strange about those two things, at least to my nose. And even though I really like both of these fragrances, this and the Latafa is what I'm pointing at randomly, I just don't love them on me. Particularly this one. This has, the last note is silk PJs. I don't really smell any linen here. I smell the raspberry macron and the sugared praline, specifically a caramely raspberry, like very fluffy, eggy macron. And there's something that goes kind of deli sandwich about this. I know it's very weird to say, but there's something that smells like rye bread, like pure caraway seed, rye bread, and almost a fresh pickle. I know it's so weird to say this. It's just so strange. But that's mostly when it's on my skin. Because in the bottle, I mean, I kind of get that caraway seed, but it's not like full on deli sandwich, fresh, crisp cucumber. Like, I don't know. It definitely has that macaron smell, but it's just got to be something weird with the way the raspberry and the praline hit my nose. I did really love it when I got it, but I don't know. Over time, I just, something is weird. Something, there's a note in here that I'm just not digging. So yeah, this one's gotta go. The next one is actually the only body fantasies that I currently own. This was definitely one of my fragrance starts in my early teens. I absolutely loved these. They had like cotton candy, caramel apple, just a bunch of really good, sweet, gourmandy candy type of fragrances. And still to this day, I absolutely love those fragrance profiles. This one was one that I picked up at Ollie's, which is like a bargain store. It's really kind of a cool store. But this one is a jasmine and lily, and I don't know, to me, I just never pull for it. It is a really lovely fragrance. Really light, soft, girly, floral. Really subdued though, really soft. There's something like slightly incensey in the base. I don't know, I really like it. I just never wear it. So yeah, this one I'm going to pass along. I've worn it maybe 3 or 4 times, but not enough to warrant keeping it over all the other fragrances that I have that I pull for. This one just doesn't get the attention that it needs. I've had it a little over a year, I would say, and getting only 4 uses, it needs to go somewhere else. The next two are from the Bath and Bodyworks like spa line. I don't remember what they called this one. It might be the therapy line. I don't think so. I think it's like a spa type collection, but they had a few of them that I really loved. One of them being the milk fragrance. I love the musk one. I love the rain one. But both of these, meh, they're just not exactly my favorite. Like, the coconut is good, don't get me wrong, but it's definitely a more warm coconut. It feels like a very bronze coconut milky type of coconut. And I do really like it, but again, I have other coconuts in my collection that I pull for quite a bit more. I really love the whipped coconut milkshake, and this one is pretty close to that. It's just not as sweet. When you get that other one out, then it smells a lot sweeter than this one. And then this one gets that more like bronzed, warm, almost beachy scent to it, but not really. Because on its own, this one does have a slightly buttery, milky scent. It is really nice. Again, I just don't really pull for it. I might have even only worn this once, if that, honestly, if that. And to me, that tells me something's not right there. Same with this next one. This one, I don't know why I even brought this home. I don't know how I ever liked this one, honestly. I obviously must have liked it when I got it because I brought it home. I do like citrusy fragrances when they're done the right way. I like really fruity, juicy leaning citruses. I don't like soda poppy citruses, and I don't really like ultra zingy clean citruses, at least not on me. In the house, definitely, but not on me. On me, I want more like fruity, juicy evoking fragrances. So this one I feel like is more in a crisp note, but not necessarily a clean note. At least not the cleaning scent type of clean note. You know what I mean? Like an industrial lemon, like a cleaning product scent lemon. Not that Bath and Body Works, any of their lemon scents smell like that, but I have smelled other products that smell like that kind of take on that almost dish soap lemon smell. This one is not one of them, but there is something about this that just, I don't know, I never pull for it. Another one I may have worn once. The next two I have here are also Bath and Body Works fragrances. I have the Firecracker Pop, which honestly, I really, really loved that fragrance before, so I don't know what happened with this one. I just feel like the Juicy Fruity Cherry that I felt like was really nice in this before has almost a tiny bit of a medicinal feel to it now. It's not exactly the same. Maybe it's just my nose that has changed, but I used to really, really love this one, and it just wasn't exactly the same to me this year. But I also felt like the packaging was so, I don't know, not the best on this. I felt like this gives Target Up and Up brand, okay? Like, what is this packaging? Very Walmart, very not the best. And this is coming from somebody who, honestly, me and my grandma, we say it over and over again how much we love the design team at Bath and Body Works. They constantly have gorgeous packaging ideas, gorgeous thematic elements throughout the stores. This particular packaging just wasn't my favorite. And at this point, I've literally seen hundreds and hundreds of packagings done by Bath and Body Works, and none else come to mind right off the bat that I can say I haven't liked the packaging. Maybe the packaging has something to do with the psychology of why I'm not liking the fragrance. I don't know, you guys. It's just not it this year for me, so I'm just gonna let it go. It's fine. Okay, the next one is Perfect in Pink. This is another one with such a cute packaging with the bow packaging, and I love the new like faceted top that comes on some of the like exclusives or whatever. I don't know what they choose to put that cute little top on, but man, are they cute. This one, I really, really love this fragrance. I do. Let me just. It is so lovely and luxurious. Oh my gosh, I love this fragrance. But on me, it just goes like off cherry, and I don't love it on me. I don't know what's up with that. But this one, I do really, really love it. But I'm not going to keep it just to smell it in the bottle. I'm going to go ahead and just pass this one on. I have plenty of fragrances to enjoy, but goodness, I love the packaging on this one, and I do love the fragrance. This has fragrance notes of vibrant cherries, pink camellia, and whipped almond cream. And in the bottle, you get that cherry, but it's sweet with the almond cream, and that flower, I feel like, gives it something kind of exotic and exquisite. Like, it's really hard to describe, and it's kind of different than so many of their other fragrances. But the second it hits my skin, it pulls that cherry, and it pulls it in an off medicinal, kind of bittery cherry. And that is not what this smells like in the bottle. That almond kind of sweetens and rounds out that cherry so beautifully. And on me, None of that. None of that. So this one's gotta go. And last but not least, I have some flower water here. These are rose scented flower waters. They are really lovely, really beautiful. I had 8 of them at one point. I went through my fair share of them, and I'm just so over it at this point. I have rose fragrances that I now like in my collection. I only really liked tea rose fragrances and really light rose watery fragrances at one point. And some of these Bath Body Works fragrances have really opened me up, and I'm now really in love with certain rosy fragrances. So yeah, I'm happy to pass these along. It is just a rose body mist. It's just a aromatherapy water, flower water, and this is a natural fragrance, and these are by Home Health. So yeah, I'm gonna give these ones up. But that is everything that I am going to get rid of from my body care and fragrance collection. With the size of collection I have, maybe it's not a whole lot, but honestly, I use like all of my products, and these are just the ones that don't get used. So yeah, I'm glad to let them go. It feels nice to just let go of items that I'm just not using, knowing that they will go to homes that they will get used. That is the point of purchasing these items, and I usually do use up my products. I have empties of 90 empties at a time sometimes, so it's not that I don't use my products. These ones are just not in my rotation and haven't been pulled for, so I'm just gonna let them go. Some of these may appear on my Mercari site, which I will link down in the description for you in case you want to check it out. But that kind of wraps it up for this one, and I hope to see you in the next one. Thanks so much for hanging with me. Bye for now.